Welcome everybody to We'll Get to It. I'm Joe, and with me, as always, is a cup with ice, no drink because it never lasts. Where it doesn't matter what it is, I never have a drink in that cup.
No, you drink it all.
Doesn't matter the size, also.
No,
But
it all goes away at an equal rate.
yeah,
If there's a lot, it becomes a little. If there's a little, it becomes a little.
yeah. And I guess Arek's here with me too.
Hi.
How much you got in your cup? That's
Less than half. Like I got a third.
all right. Well, look, go put your cup up to the mic and then do a shake. See, you can hear there's the liquid in there. That's mine. Nothing.
It's just all ice in that guy's cup. We went to In-N-Out.
Crunch on that ice.
That was our post-movie meal. We deserved it after that fucking
piece of shit.
piece of work it was.
Oh, I hated the fact that we saw that.
I gotta look up the word that I just heard this girl use in this TikTok so that I gotta mute my TikTok.
Please. Just go to your watch history.
Oh, you're right.
Can't find it.
Damn it. Oh, I found her.
I gotta sit here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I gotta scroll through this real quick.
I'll entertain the masses.
Thank you.
So the movie we're talking about is Lilo and Stitch, not the original, unfortunately. The live action reimagining. I'm not gonna use the word remake for this movie because it's not a remake. It's a reimagining. It's you're taking the first movie, Lilo and Stitch, and you're changing it to fit your modern needs as a company. So it is not a remake, it is a reimagining. And I think we need to stop saying remakes because it never fucking is.
I got it. I found it. It was haole. Is the native word for foreigners.
Yeah.
In native Hawaiian.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna refer to this movie as Howle and Stitch. Know what I'm saying?
I don't like that.
Alright. I'm just appropriating it for my use.
Yeah.
Like Disney appropriated it for theirs.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get the positive out of the way because it'll be very short.
It will be very short.
So,
we might have a short episode today.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a quick in and out.
I don't want to be a fucking downer or whatever. You know, yeah, I don't want to be a downer, but it's kind of hard when it's this movie and looking at the dumbass poster that's in front of me.
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Best parts of the movie.
All right.
The little girl that plays Lilo is pretty good.
I thought best casting there was.
Yeah, she's solid.
I think if you're going to bring that character to life, you did a perfect job.
Yeah.
There's weird things with her characterization I don't like a little bit. Not weird enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, she's not like a freakazoid of a kid like Lilo is in the original movie.
Yeah.
Speaking of the original movie, the best part about this movie to me was that it just made me want to watch the original movie.
Right off the bat, how do you feel about the original?
I love the original movie.
Yeah, the original.
I have it on VHS behind you.
Somewhere
It's
there.
behind my One Piece fan. Just move the One Piece fan.
You have Stitch the movie, not Lilo
Ah,
and Stitch.
shit. Lilo and Stitch is somewhere else then.
Yeah. You got a little.
They took Lilo out in that one.
Yeah. Just some weird way. I
Yeah.
forgot the way they do it. Anywho's, I love the original also. That VHS fucking got worn the fuck out
Mm-hmm.
in my house. Lilo and Stitch, one of my favorite movies of all time. And because of it, I've always loved Hawaii and the Hawaiian people. So much so that I went to visit in 2016. Learned a lot about what was done to the Hawaiian people in my visit. And so, but see, that came from watching the original, where it's like, it wants you to experience Hawaii and then grow curious of it.
Yeah,
and enjoy it. This does not give me that.
No, not at all.
Which
it wants you to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy because it's live action, right? So you would think you would get more of a feeling, like of wanting to go there, but
there was not a lot of exterior shots. Now that I'm
telling you, it's
thinking back on it.
It's almost like they used a small part of an island, like a really small part where maybe like a building standing, or maybe like that building's like
owned by Disney.
They
shot so much of this movie on a Disney resort.
Yeah,
you can tell.
Yeah, it's not egregious. It's not like there's a fucking Mickey Mouse logo in the hotel or anything like that. But a lot of that movie takes place in that hotel.
Or like on the grounds of it. The beach is the beach right next to the hotel.
Yeah.
It's fucking feet away from it.
Yeah.
And then the only place that's not that is
their home.
Yeah, they're like Lilo and Nani's house. I got the hiccups from my burger.
Yeah. It's all right. You know the rules. It's fucking something you liked, something you didn't like. So, what would you change?
Something I liked again is the actress for Lilo. She did a good job. And I think that the animation generally for Stitch, as a live action rendition of Stitch, the CG looks really good on him.
Yeah.
Him in particular.
I think the CG, well, except for one character, it does kind of...
Two characters kind of bothered me.
Two characters, but when you're in that first scene with the aliens and all that stuff, I like
solid.
I liked how all the aliens look.
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot that it was a live action movie.
And then the live action kicked in.
And then I'm like, oh, that's right. Because the whole beginning of the movie is they're like in space and like Jamba's on trial. And so like every character is animated in CG. So I was like, oh yeah, it's like a CGI Lilo and Stitch. That's right, I forgot. And then I was like, oh wait, there's real people in this. Oh shit, I forgot. So that was a standout. So that thing I liked was I liked the little girl that got to play Lilo, and I liked the animation on Stitch.
I'm gonna extend it a little bit further to not just Lilo. I liked the Hawaiian cast in the movie. I think everyone in that movie who is Hawaiian, pretty bang on.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty enjoyable, pretty charismatic.
I like the old lady.
The old lady, Amy Hill.
Yeah.
Legendary character actor.
Oh, she's I know her from something. Is she in Superstore?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know. I don't know if she's in Superstore. I'm gonna be real with you.
She in something? What do you know her from?
She's in Seinfeld.
She is in Seinfeld.
She's in Seinfeld. She plays Miss Hokim in Next Friday. That's kind of racist now, so don't.
She plays who?
Hokim.
Oh, okay.
She plays a Korean woman.
Oh, she's in Cat in the Hat.
She's the nanny in Cat in the Hat. She's
shit.
One of those people where if you see her, you know who she is. And I'm glad that she's still working and fucking having a good time.
Yeah, I'm happy for
her. The guy who played David, I think he's a newer type actor. Really
seems to be, yeah.
I think I love that characterization. I love that they had old Nani and old David come in and do like little roles.
Yeah.
You know?
That was nice to bring him back.
Yeah.
Was the social worker in the original one or the caseworker or whatever? Or?
The social worker?
Was the social worker?
What do you mean?
Like a child custody? Like, is that person called the social worker?
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. Was
but
the
like
social worker in the original movie?
What do you mean? Like, was she like the actress?
No.
Or the character?
The character of the social worker.
Yeah. You know who it was? It was fucking Cobra Bubbles.
So they separated the characters into two basically
And in the so this is what I hate that this movie is gonna do to me, is I'm just gonna keep saying in the original, because it just
here's what happens when you do a remake of an
I'm gonna
animated
shut this door up over here. Keep feeling like someone's gonna creep in.
All right. Nosferatu's coming. But when you do a remake of, when you are literally doing a 1-to-1 remake of something, it is subject to comparison.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't make this and go, here's a continuation. They didn't go, here's a...
You know the world, you know the characters.
But here's another story. They went, no, we are doing a retelling of the story. Does it need to be 1-to-1 exact? No. But when there are discrepancies from the original, it leaves room for you're cherry picking parts of the story and then not making it a complete story anymore.
Yeah, I said this to you in the car on the drive back over here. I think this is the one like remake where people would go, if it was 1-to-1, people wouldn't care.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't have cared. I would have enjoyed it, actually, I think.
Yeah, there was a lot of it that just like, it's been a long time since I've seen Lilo and Stitch. Do you remember the last time you watched it?
Like fucking like a month ago.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I try to watch it at least every 3 months.
You know what? Last time I really took in anything Lilo and Stitch related was the year I broke my arm. Because I remember the day I broke my arm, I was like, I'm gonna learn how to sing Hawaiian roller coaster ride, or at least I'm gonna learn the actual lyrics so that I don't feel like I'm
saying just around. Yeah.
So I started listening to it, and I was like watching lyric videos.
How long ago was that? Like 3 years ago now?
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
2.5.
2.5. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch in my is in my rotation. It's up there with Star Wars and like Indiana Jones.
Wow.
I try to watch it fucking every 3 months.
Yeah. Oh, another thing that you remember the scene was this in the movie or in the show where Nani is like watching the fire truck go by and she goes, "Don't turn left."
Yeah,
and
that's in the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in the movie.
Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff
that's just plain old missing and doesn't make. So here's my. We're moving on to what we don't like.
Wait, sorry. What were the 3 things that you asked from me? Something I liked, something I didn't like, and something I would change.
Yeah.
All right. It's the something I didn't like and the some things I would change are gonna go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that right now.
But
what about you? Something you liked?
Something I like. I like the cast, and I like this, but I also really do hate it. I do appreciate them trying to do something different. I do.
It's fair.
I appreciate that they just didn't go 1-to-1, even though, again,
if they did, it would have been fine. It would have been better than what this was.
What they did, I will always applaud a big swing, even if it's a miss. Even if it's a big swing and a miss, will always applaud that. This was not a big swing. This was a bunt, and you missed somehow.
This was a corporate swing. This was a. Okay, this kind of pissed me off when we were leaving the theater also. I want to talk specifically a little bit about our actual experience in the theater.
Yeah.
Leaving. People were clapping behind us when the movie ended, which is expected. It's a Disney movie.
Also, I think behind us was like kids also.
I looked behind. It was like older people. It was like parents. They had kids with them, but they were clapping. The parents were clapping.
All right, there we go.
But here's the thing. People... like, oh, it's really good, this and that, da-da-da. People like Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
And they like just seeing
Lilo and
Stitch. And when you're seeing it in a new
way,
it brings back the feelings and things you had from the original. So it automatically gets like a boost to like general audiences. Lilo and Stitch, I'm gonna be honest, I think was my first introduction to Hawaiian culture. Now there was a kid that I grew up with in school. Shout out to Etta. He, I believe, was Hawaiian. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. He could have been Samoan or something, but like to my knowledge, I believe he was Hawaiian.
Okay.
But like I would talk to him, every now and then, and so like, but I didn't really like get like a peek into their like family culture.
Right. Yeah.
And then so this was like my first time actually seeing things of Hawaii.
Yeah.
Like the animated movie as a kid.
Well, it's also not just of like the first look into Hawaii, but like Hawaiian culture,
native Hawaiian culture.
It's because we get this specific view of Hawaii. Like, keep in mind, we get specific, like, people have a specific view of like cities like Los Angeles, New York. Hawaii is a fucking whole state that gets portrayed a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Lilo and Stitch was probably one of the first movies that I can think of in my lifetime that really brought Hawaiian culture to the forefront. You know, it comes from like a place of respect and like love, which was like the gold standard back in the Disney day. Like when this movie was being made, that was the standard. It's like if you're gonna make a movie about a culture,
make it matter,
ingrain yourself in the culture.
Yes.
The Lion King, they went to fucking Africa to look at lions and how they acted. They have Swahili in the songs. You know, it was important to them. And like and you look at the thing with the animated movie is it was much more Hawaiian than this movie is.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it was such like you know, the voice actors in it had to be Hawaiian because there's a specific way that Hawaiians talk. You couldn't pass off like a white guy fucking pretending to be Hawaiian. Like you couldn't do it.
You couldn't get away with that.
So when you have like just the Hawaiian cast and the Hawaiian voice like acting, it just connects.
You turned on my AC machine.
It connects you much more to the culture because we're seeing it and we're hearing it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's also it's painted a certain way because they want to show what Hawaii actually looks like. This is you're going to places. You know? You're going to specific places to show Hawaii.
And it really felt like as I think on it more and more, this literally is just a way I feel like for Disney to push people to go to their resort in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Because again, 50% of the movie takes fucking place at that fucking resort or at the beach near the resort.
Yeah.
Where it's in view in the background, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, and again, they don't explicitly go, oh, the Disney hotel, whatever this is. But like, that is a Disney owned hotel. Why the fuck would they not like, and it's smart from a business standpoint because you're like, we don't have to spend the extra money to pay for permits or whatever, you know, this and that. But at the end of the day, everything becomes a money decision, not a Hawaiian story decision, not a native Hawaiian decision. Yeah. And it is so like corporate. It is so like, because in the writing of the script, they changed so much, right? Like
characterizations are completely off. So here's my big thing from a writing standpoint that I don't like. In the original, who was the primary villain, would you say?
Bubbles, right? Or was it Jumba?
Jumba was not the primary villain.
Who was the villain? Stitch?
There was no villain. There was no person who was like a villain. The villain in that movie was bureaucracy.
Oh, I guess it was. Yeah. It was the queen, like the council.
It was
councilwoman.
It was the government trying to take away Lilo. It was the government making like Stitch, like wanting to get rid of Stitch because he shouldn't have never been made or whatever. It was bureaucracy that was the problem.
The villain was the circumstances that they were in.
Cobra Bubbles in the original was not a villain. Like in this one, they kind of try to make him a villain.
I'm gonna be honest. I watched like Lilo and Stitch the show a lot.
Yeah.
So I think Cobra Bubbles is a villain in the show or something.
He is not.
Who's a villain in the show? Oh, it's just they're finding a new alien every week.
Well,
right?
It's the evil hamster guy.
There you go. Yeah. What the hell, an evil hamster?
Yeah, and Captain Gantu is also a villain.
Captain Gantu, that sounds familiar.
With Experiment 625.
625, is that the yellow one?
The one that makes sandwiches, yeah.
Oh, okay. You have the Stack It game?
Fucking love that game. Anyways, but Cobra Bubbles in the original, not a villain. He is a social worker who is seeing, here's a young woman who a tragedy happened, and now she's trying to take care of her little sister, and she is failing. It is my job to separate her. And like he gives her chances in the movie. Like he literally goes above and beyond and out of his way to make their situation work.
Yeah.
You know, that is he doesn't want to take her, but he has to because he's bound by like the bureaucracy of it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fucking right there. Jamba isn't fucking evil. Like he's not trying to hurt Nani. like he is in this one. Or
yeah,
whatever.
in this one he's just straight up evil.
He's blowing up their house.
He ain't going.
Memories make you weak. Let me blow up the pictures of your family's house.
And he goes, whose room is this?
Mimi and Pee-Pee or whatever.
Mimi and Pee-Pee. May and Pei.
Yeah, whatever.
Mimi and Pee-Pee.
So stupid shit
and then
like
she goes,
that.
That's my mama and papa's room. But shoots the fucking door off.
Yeah.
It destroys their whole house. Like, he does it.
He's trying to, in the original, he's just trying to catch Stitch because he has to. Like, you know, it's
yeah, he's like, I don't want to lose my research, this and that.
Yeah, and he's not obsessed over it. He's also the one who helps Stitch in the end.
Yeah. So stupid.
No accent on Jumba either.
High-pitched voice. Zach Galifianakis, come on, man.
Look, man, I appreciate that Zach Galifianakis is working. I love Zach. I think he's hilarious.
He's a very funny guy.
So if you look at the interviews to this movie, I got the hiccups from my burger.
Watch Due Date. Due Date's a good Zach Galifianakis movie.
It's a great Zach Galifianakis. Hangover 1.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you watch the interviews to this movie, you have a lot of like people who, like the director and Zach Galifianakis specifically, who have like a bit of resentment. Like there's literally one with Zach Galifianakis where someone asks him, he's like, "Why does Jumba not have an accent?" And he goes, and he like literally like instantly like goes, I wanted to do one, and then they told me no because accents are weird now, I guess. Like, and I get it.
It's so polished. It's so like,
yeah,
not wanting to like
ruffle any feathers because they want to spread it out more.
It has to be as general blanket as possible.
Yeah, that's also why they took out a lot of the Hawaiian references and stuff, because it's like if you include stuff like that, it quote unquote isolates white viewers.
Exactly. And what would that affect, Joe? It would affect what stake does Disney have in this now more than they had in the past when they made Lilo and Stitch?
They have a fucking resort now.
They own resorts or a resort in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And what is ingrained in current native Hawaiian culture is the effects that tourism have negatively had on them.
Yeah.
So, and again, this has come from two people that are not Hawaiian, and so we're just speaking on it. But try to do so in recognition of, not in.
Yeah.
I don't like to get offended for other cultures.
Yeah.
But when it's such a blatantly disgusting thing.
Yeah. Like as a fellow person of color, we're taking a fucking Chicano studies class where we see people getting pushed out of their home. Like that's such a. Like throughout history, that's always been done, and with the Hawaiian people, it's taken like years, but like it's happening. They're getting pushed out of their fucking homes.
I just watched a video of this native Hawaiian girl talking about it, and a big thing is like for a native Hawaiian person to actually own a home in Hawaii is a big deal. Because they're like, oh, I can lock this down. My family can live here forever, and we will not be pushed out of our own lands as long as we have our own place to live on our land.
Yeah. And
then it's like, no, Nani loses her house and she moves to San Diego.
Pisses me off. Pisses me the fuck off.
You know what? For her to truly grow as a Hawaiian,
she has to go to
get the fuck out of Hawaii.
Yeah. Leave Lilo with someone else.
Close people, that are also probably native Hawaiians in this story,
but you know what's so stupid? What pisses me off is when literally Nani is going like almost to the audience, like going, I know Ohana means leave no one behind. I know Ohana means no one's get separated. She's like saying all this stuff, and every other character is going, no. You can go
get out of here. Go study marine biology.
Yeah. In San Diego. Why out of all the...
You know where's a great place for marine biology? Carlsbad.
Yeah.
Go to Carlsbad.
Yeah.
They have a cool lighthouse, or they have a cool windmill over there that I've been to.
Yeah. People literally fucking... marine biologists dream of going to Hawaii for...
You know what? I'm going to text my friend Lolly after this.
Yeah.
Because she literally is... she I don't know if she does specifically marine biology, but she's literally been like on boats, for her work. She she goes with fishermen to make sure that they're not overfishing.
Yeah.
And so she keeps like tallies and tracks of everything to make sure nothing illegal is going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask her how like coveted like the marine biology world is in Hawaii. Like just the idea of it.
And this is something that I've heard. So if we get fact checked and I'm wrong about this, I'll take the L there. But from what I've heard is that if you are a native Hawaiian, right, and you are studying to become a marine biologist, you get into the University of Hawaii for free.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, it's such a big part of fucking the culture.
Yeah.
That you fucking get to learn for free. So it makes double no fucking sense why the fuck she wants to go to UC San Diego. It almost makes me kind of fucking wonder if UC San Diego is owned by Disney. Because we kept seeing...
That's fair.
We kept seeing a lot of things...
Got the fucking paper that has UCSD straight up
it's
just
so
on it.
Specifically UC San Diego also.
Yeah.
Which makes me also think maybe some of this movie was shot in San Diego.
I'll look it up later to see. I'm sure that like they had to have shot this in Hawaii, all of it. In Hawaii.
Bare minimum should be they shoot it all in Hawaii.
Because again, they have the fucking resort in Hawaii. They don't need permits anywhere. They fucking own that shit.
Yeah. But it's so weird that it's a named college. That's really rare in movies for me.
That is strange. I do feel that, probably
some or others going.
Someone, something.
Maybe the director went there. I don't know.
Someone somewhere has a connection with UCSD.
Yeah.
Maybe they gave money. Maybe something. I don't know.
Who knows? But
again, you Native Hawaiian.
Go to the fucking
Native Hawaiian, not played by Native Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Again, that's it.
There's a difference between being born in Hawaiian and born in Hawaii and being a Native Hawaiian.
And no knock on the actress. It's just you're taking a story that is like, here's the story of this Native Hawaiian family that's trying to scrounge around, get by.
I'm gonna be honest with you here.
Yeah.
I think maybe the first animated movie I ever saw that had people that I'm not that dark. I'm not as dark like as Nani is in the original, but someone that was brown in the original, like brown.
Yeah.
They're not like light tan.
No, yeah.
They are dark featured Native Hawaiians, right? And that's why I love that movie so much, because they kind of looked like me, In
Atlantis, are the Atlanteans darker skinned?
They're lighter skinned.
They're lighter skinned?
They're super light skinned.
See?
Yeah. But Nani she's drawn, with native features. You look at the people in Atlantis, they're just...
They don't look anything like real Atlanteans.
They just look... Yeah.
Sorry, I tickled myself.
Nah, that's fine. And I'm not a Hawaiian, but I am a person of color.
Yeah.
And so it meant a lot. And so when I looked up the actress, right, and then literally if you look up the actress, first fucking thing you see is a picture of her pale skin, red hair.
Yeah.
And then you look at this movie and you go, and dark skin, dark hair. So I go, they fucking tanned her up.
They did. And here's the other thing too, is you mentioned this to me, the thing with the flag. Yeah.
So when I went to Hawaii, I took a specific type of bus tour, which is more like I hate to say the word, but like woke-ish. Yeah. Or at least my tour guide was. Yeah. He said specific. This is coming from my tour guide. He goes, the reason that Hawaiian flags are always upside down, even I think in government buildings, if I remember correctly, is because it signifies that the country is under distress. Mm-hmm. And we will always be under distress because we lost our monarch. In this scene, in this movie, all of the Hawaiian flags are shown the right way up.
Yeah. Because it's a very important thing. I think it's at the end of the movie. Yeah. When they have a close up of the Hawaiian flag.
Not only at the end of the movie. There's other scenes where
they're on the porch and it shows the flag.
Where it shows the flag and it's right side up. But at the end of the movie, when the house is destroyed and it almost looked like fucking 9/11 fucking footage.
Yeah. The smoldering house and then the flag flying in the wind.
It's flying right side up.
Right side up, not in distress. And I told Joe, I was
they also compromised it weird, right? They did it weird because they did it this way. They did it vertical because it's in between the fucking right side up and then upside down.
Was it? It was pretty straight up.
I don't remember actually.
It was off kilter, but that's because it was leaning on the pole.
Yeah.
But like it was right side up. It wasn't like.
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
It was pretty bang on horizontal.
Yeah.
But
still,
I was like, oh yeah, it's like kind of like appropriating that thing, and then Joe was like, no, it's not appropriating, it's sanitization.
Yeah, it's because you said whitewashing.
Whitewashing is what.
And I think whitewashing is not enough anymore.
No, it is cultural sanitization.
Yeah,
that's a
way better. You're making it more consumable to white audiences or audiences in general, you know.
Just slowly, bit by bit, picking away.
Yeah.
That like the actual native Hawaiian culture.
The point of the fucking movie. It is so it's so fucking everything about it is fucking wrong, man.
Because Nani wants to be a
marine biologist,
but in the original she wants to be a surf.
Well, she doesn't. Like so this is one thing I did like. I like that they fleshed out Nani a little bit more, so she has like a clearer,
like a goal,
right?
Yeah.
Like something she wants to be. But it also comes at the sacrifice of what made that Nani character strong.
Yeah,
it's literally a person who went, a tragedy has befallen my family. We cannot get separated. I will not allow that to happen. So I will go down and be one of these fucking people who appeases these tourists. Because it's like, I need to. Like, because my family needs it. You know? In the original, you could see that she was it's not explicitly shown, but you could see that she had, like, hula, she was a hula dancer.
Yeah.
And she was a surfing champion.
Yeah, she's super good at surfing.
Yeah. Where, in this one, it's a throwaway line. She goes, oh yeah, Nani was good at being a surfing thing. She had a room full of trophies. In the original, you see the trophies. And they're scattered all over the place because they do not matter anymore.
Because it's more like integral to her character in the
where
she
could have risen up to be like a professional surfboarder or whatever, but she gave it up because of the tragedy that happened.
But now you can't shine too much importance on it.
Yeah.
For it to, because at the end she has to throw that shit away to be a marine biologist student in San Diego.
Which is also so stupid because she uses the surfboard training to fucking save Stitch. That thing where she picked up Stitch and she
ran along the bottom of the ocean at like fucking 12 miles an hour.
It's crazy.
Like, holy shit, she's fucking fast, she's strong.
Yeah. Fucking, there's literally a scene where she goes, look, this is Nani training underwater. And it shows her carrying doing the weighted run.
Yeah.
Which is a real training thing, you know.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. But anyways, they show her doing that, and then she does it. Yeah. And then it's all like, oh, man, is she going to be a surfer? No.
I'm going to go learn about fish.
Yeah.
I'm going to feed a fish a sandwich.
It's the wrong fucking sandwich also. First off, Pudge the fish in the original was bright orange, right? And was distinct. God damn it.
Stop leaning on it.
He was orange and distinct. That's what made him control the weather. What did she feed him? A fucking peanut butter sandwich. That's the one fucking thing.
But she did give like a turkey and...
She gave him a BLT.
like a meat and cheese and tomatoes.
And what fish that was eating that sandwich was Pudge?
Was there a puffer fish or was there?
There was a puffer fish or some other. There was just a school of fish in that fucking reef or whatever, and she threw that sandwich there.
A lot of this is gonna be nitpicky, but and you know, because you have such an iconic thing that it is compared to, and I don't think that someone is wrong for liking this movie, but I think that you need to understand where if you watch this movie, you're gonna like it because it's Lilo and Stitch. There's endearing moments in it.
Yeah.
But the context of the movie is changed because where we're at.
Yeah.
Like, when did the original come out? Like, fucking 24 years ago or something like that? Or, like,
2002.
So, like, 23 years ago.
Yeah.
The fucking... We're in such a different place now than we were back then.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie was changed for the worse. Like...
Yeah.
It's distilled. It's fucking sanitized.
It's separated. It's
like what do you call it? It's a reflection of capitalism. Sorry, I go there all the time, but it's just it is.
It all is. And you know what's crazy is in the original, it was Cobra Bubbles who was trying to separate the Hawaiian the Lilo and Nani up, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this one, it was a fellow Hawaiian separating like them two up.
Yeah, there's the social worker.
The social
played
worker.
by the original voice actor of Nani, which you told me.
Yeah, played by the original. So it just feels even more like...
You know who fires her from her first job? The guy who played the original David.
Yeah. It feels more icky, you know?
Yeah, because it's like, look, she needs support.
Yeah.
So it's like, is the best option? You got to take her away from her sister?
Yeah. Which she went, yeah, all right. Also,
it's like, I guess they found a better option of like, put her with...
Out of nowhere, at the end, she goes, we were talking, and it works out better if maybe, like, you know, she stays with your neighbors. So it's not that much of a change. That wasn't the option you gave her.
Never gave her that option. And also... now it works too, because now that she's with a family that I know everyone will be more happy with, get the fuck out of Hawaii. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
You specifically.
You?
No,
you
it worked. No, see, it's fine because she has portal gun and she could be there.
Yes, and then they fucking just portal gun her over.
Yeah. You know what would have made it more fucking better? If she just stayed there to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm not saying...
Go to Hawaii University. Oh, or did Hawaii University or whatever? I don't know if it's Hawaii University.
It's University of Hawaii.
Did U of H not fucking shill out enough money to Disney for them to give them the old green light?
Yeah, I was gonna go to University of Hawaii.
That'd be fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, they had a film program there.
Ooh.
So
you maybe could have worked on this movie.
Would have shot myself. And then I would have been like, I don't want to work in that shit.
You could have done. What's the movie with Emma Stone?
Aloha.
You could have worked on Aloha.
No, because I was in high school when that movie came out.
Early program? I don't know. Study abroad?
Yeah. Study abroad to
Hawaii?
Yeah. It's not studying abroad if you're going to Hawaii.
It's pretty far.
I was about to say a really misogynistic joke.
Yeah, were you gonna say something like I'll study abroad?
Yeah,
in Hawaii,
yeah.
or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, it's like you know, they asked me to study abroad. Instead, I stayed over here and studied abroad. Hey, that felt gross.
I think that the most important takeaway from this movie is just watch. If you want to watch Lilo and Stitch, sure, you can watch this movie. That's fine. But you at least have the understanding of what is going on. Who is currently making the movie?
Yeah.
What position do they have?
Because the Disney that exists now is not the Disney that existed when this movie was being made. The Disney that was being made when the original was made was it wasn't perfect. It wasn't a perfect company.
No, not at all.
It was still icky and weird, but it was different. It wasn't.
There was like especially to Disney animated films, the animators, the writers had a lot more control of the story.
You can look at that original Lilo and Stitch, not an inch of product placement.
No.
Not an inch of like.
You know what I saw in this movie, Joe?
Constant
Capri Sun.
Fucking
UC San Diego. Fucking whatever that yin yang logo that was on every surfboard and on the t-shirt of David and everybody else in the fucking movie. Whatever brand that was. Disney Hotel Resort.
Yeah.
All this shit.
God damn,
shove it up your ass.
Was there a lot of Capri Sun in this movie?
There was at least 3, I think, distinct scenes with Capri Sun.
The first scene with the tea.
Funny.
That's pretty good.
But then they show Capri Sun logo. Boom. Mm-hmm. Next scene. Fucking social worker drinks it. Goes, that was Capri Sun, huh? He goes, oh, there's another Capri Sun.
Yeah.
And I think later they sip on another Capri Sun.
Lilo
she fucking
crushes a Capri Sun.
Holding the giant gun and then sips the Capri Sun.
By the way, pretty accurate to crushing a... No one that I've ever met like flattens the Capri Sun. It's always, as you're getting finished, it's just squeezed.
I flatten it. I'm a flattener. And then I fold it. Like neatly in a little like 2x2 square.
We're moving on.
Oh man.
I don't even know.
For me, it's my id.
What is that?
It's what's deep inside me.
You're
whatever's wrong with me.
Yeah.
It's my diagnoses that makes me do it. Yeah.
Isn't it diagnosis?
Diagnoses implies plural.
Like meese?
No, it's mice.
Yeah. No, meese. That's how dummies used to say fucking moose. Moose was plural.
Isn't it?
No, it's mooses.
Oh man.
Just because goose is geese doesn't mean moose is meese. Yeah.
That's really funny. There's a bit about that. I think there's I almost said a scientist. I think there's a comedian that does a bit on that.
I don't know.
Some white guy. I forget his name. But just keep in your mind when you watch, if you watch this.
I'm gonna say, if you just want to turn off your brain and watch this movie,
yeah,
you'll enjoy it.
Watch it with your kid. But I would say, if you have a kid, show them just the original Lilo and Stitch.
The original it's
just better. It's a more whole movie.
Yeah,
they sanitize and pluck away parts of the story that matter to character development. Yeah. That actually make it a cohesive story.
This fucking thing as a movie fucking flew, man.
We like literally 5 minutes into the movie, Joe leans to me and goes, "This movie needs to slow the fuck down."
Dude, the fucking alien scene in the beginning, like 3 minutes max.
It's less than 5 minutes.
And in the
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. They weren't even done with one sentence, and the fucking stuff was happening.
The editing in this movie is so quick and it's
breakneck.
Like they're chopping. They're getting so close to chopping the dialogue off. Like the fight that Lilo and Nani have at the beginning, it's like in the original, it's like
a legit.
It's a real argument.
Yeah.
That has like. The breaks, it has the weight, it has the breaks in between the lines, so that, like, you really feel it. In this, it's my line, your line, my line, your line, door slam, next scene.
Which is such a rookie movie making. If you look at the stuff that we made when we were fucking first starting out, that's how our stuff was.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because we're not actors.
No.
So, yeah, we didn't. But there has to be pause. Like in between lines,
especially in a scene like that, or just so that your whole movie just doesn't.
Arguments like that also, they're like prime real estate for acting. You shouldn't be cutting like crazy in those type of scenes. You need to like set the camera, and fucking let them act.
Yeah,
and it maybe it's because we do have like a younger kid playing Lilo, like.
Yeah.
Maybe like 7 or something or whatever.
But if this movie was shot with... If more movies nowadays... Not just this one. I'm not going to just bag on this movie. Yeah. If more movies were shot with more intentionality to go, hey, instead of, having like really strict shoot constraints for this day or whatever, you can't get away from. But it's like, let's give this scene, since it's a more emotionally important scene, let's give it maybe an extra shoot day in case we need to really tighten up some of these, like the feel of the scene. Because that's what a good director will do. Right. Is they go, this scene's really important, so I need to make sure that the shots in the close-ups are good. I need to make sure the dialogue is delivered good. Yeah. And then you fucking sit with your editor and you go, don't butcher this. Like, let's make sure that this has the weight it needs.
Yeah, let it play. Let it literally let it play. Let the fucking movie go. And man,
let your actors act and let your story tell itself.
Yeah.
But no, they're just like, and we're going. Boom, next scene, we're done. And then it's like, holy shit.
Pet the dog. Pet the dog. What are you scratching the air? Pet the dog.
Now we got Zach Galifianakis and
the other guy. I just looked up his name. I want you to know you told me hands off keyboard, no Googling, so I just went to my phone. Billy Magnuson. He plays Pleakley. Put $1 in the jar.
Oh, man.
Every time you Google. I'm going to have a jar there.
Yeah. So, wait, here's the other thing. I know a lot of people are pissed off about this. Is they decuntified Pleakley?
Yes.
They decuntied Pleakley.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
They anti-transed him.
Yeah. Well, they
hit him with the anti-woke ray.
Yeah, the director literally came out and went, I wanted to do it, couldn't do it. Was told no.
And it's like, again, it's because fucking half of Disney adults are fucking conservative.
Ooh.
So, but you know, it's a 50-50. It's half of them are fucking conservative, and then half of them are like Democrats. So it's like, who's chill with the fucking with trans and drag and shit? Probably the Democrats. I'm not gonna say every Democrat, and I'm not gonna say is gonna like it. I'm not gonna say every conservative is gonna hate it.
Yeah.
But just so that they're not ruffling feathers, you take away anything that could be.
Yeah, they don't even wear disguises.
Political. No, they wear a hat with sunglasses for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then they grope on these two dudes, and then they transform into them.
They touch their hands.
They grip them.
Yeah.
And they grip on them.
They gripped.
And then they fucking just transform into that. Yeah. And then, you know, Pleakley, the closest thing gets to being...
He sometimes has a thing that could be interpreted as a dress, but he has another thing on top
of it, and then, like, pants.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because there's, like, a blouse-looking thing. I was like, oh, and then it was like, no.
Yeah.
And then, like a mesh top, I think, but then there was, like, something underneath it, too.
Yeah.
So it's like, they were weak. They did not commit. There was no committing in this movie. No commit.
Yeah.
Piss me off.
We didn't get the scene of Jumbo riding a big ass motorcycle down the street.
Oh yeah.
With like Lilo in the middle of the handle.
Get fucking Jumbo funny accent, man.
And you know what? What's crazy is you look at Jumbo in this movie, it doesn't fucking match. The voice doesn't match because in the original he had an accent, yes, but he didn't just have an accent. It was an accent that made his voice sound stuffy. Why is it stuffy? Because he got a big old fucking nose.
The way his fucking musculature of the alien is it's got to fit the way that his fucking like snub nose looks.
Yeah.
It's like a pug.
It's like a fucking pug.
Like Florence Pug. Call back.
Don't disrespect her.
All right.
Sorry, Florence. Say something.
I think... Mr. Galifianakis will agree with us.
Yes,
he has agreed
because he wanted to do it.
He wanted to do the voice.
Yeah,
and you can't do a foreign alien accent.
Yeah,
and we won't pitch it down.
Yeah,
yo, you couldn't if he's not gonna do the accent. You can't pitch it down.
Slight, you know,
because Zach Galifianakis kind of talks like this.
Got a high voice.
He's got a high voice, and as someone with a high voice, you hear me yelling right now.
Yeah.
Your
voice is lower than Galifianakis' voice.
Thank you. I've never been told that before, but
why would you be?
I don't know. I've never been in that scenario. I'm angry. This movie angered me.
Yeah, pissed me off.
I'm a petulant child right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw something,
dude.
It angered me.
If we didn't get that In-N-Out, I'd be pretty pissed.
The In-N-Out it did help my tummy.
There you go.
And then, here's the other thing. Staring at this fucking movie poster. They kept, like, just the like, hit lines. Like, they just kept the, Ohana means family, that means no one gets left behind.
But
my family,
they switched that definition.
They did switch it, actually.
Yeah.
But no, they don't say, no one gets left behind.
Yeah.
But it's Stitch in his thing.
No one gets split up or left behind.
Well, what if they did?
Ohana means it's cool. Your neighbors can take care of.
Ohana means that your
neighbors can take care of.
Your neighbors got you.
Yeah.
But looking at this fucking picture of Stitch, motherfucker, standing there in front of the alien woman, and then he just hits the classic. My family is small but broken. My family is small but broken.
Terrible.
Oh, then my family is small but broken.
Ohana.
Ohana means family.
That's pretty good.
We were gonna have to do it at some point, you know.
Ohana. I can't do it. I'm terrible at fucking voices.
And so he's just hitting the classics. It's
no
just,
one gets left. I can do it.
It's okay. Yeah. It's the equivalent of just Fortnite emoting. He just fucking Fortnite emoted at the end of the movie, and throughout it.
There's literally bits in this movie where it's reused sound.
With
the part where he has the water gun goes up, bam, 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 bam. That's in the cartoon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's literally a clip of it where they play it side by side.
Oh.
And it's like So I'm convinced that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. That last scene doesn't work as well anymore.
No, it doesn't. And it's like in the original, it's like, oh, like Stitch has become like an actual like good caring creature, but somehow in that like 30-second to like a minute, it was fast. That quick ass conversation they have with her, they fly down, land, resolve it in minutes.
Yeah, but also in the original, I fucking hate that I gotta keep saying it, but I gotta keep saying it. In the original, even the Grand Councilwoman, which could have been seen as an antagonist, is not a bad person.
No, like she's like, oh,
they're tied up by bureaucracy, and she goes. There's literally a scene with her and Bubbles, who are both bureaucratic agents, right, looking at each other and going, "Is there no way that Stitch can stay here with Lilo?" And she goes, "You know that our rules are concrete. Like, we cannot bend them." And so what do? She busts out the adoption papers and goes, "If you take them, you're stealing. You use the bureaucracy against them."
Yeah.
That's how they resolve that. In this, she just goes, fuck it, he could stay.
Like, shit, there you go.
Whatever.
We can't break laws here.
Yeah. By the way, Stitch does not go full arm mode. After he puts the arms and the antennas and the things,
never gets it back out again. I thought he was supposed to at some point in the movie.
He literally reveals himself to Nani, like goes, "I'm an alien. This is what's going on," and she freaks out and kicks the shit out of him.
Oh, you're right. Well, they probably don't want to show.
It's a fucking 4-armed alien with goddamn spines coming out their back.
Doesn't like something happen at some point where it's like Stitch reveals what he looks like in the original movie? But not but like with all of it, and then like they get scared. Like does Lilo see and goes like ah?
No, it's what I just said.
But there wasn't like a more than that.
No,
I don't know.
Because he didn't need more.
I guess you're right.
You gotta.
It's been so long. All
the characters line up and gotta react to 4-arm Stitch. All right, here's David.
Let's parade him through the town.
Yeah, it's. Damn it! I hate this fucking movie, man.
Like the original movie, I do remember has like a lot of subtext too of like, the whole like tourism bad thing.
Yeah,
where it's like
ice cream guy, man. You couldn't get ice cream guy right.
No, they made him a Hawaiian guy.
Ice cream guy is supposed to be a big fat fucking sunburnt white guy.
Yeah.
That Lilo takes a picture of. That's the whole reason the fucking goddamn ice cream falls. And she literally has a collection of white tourists that she takes. Because to a child, they're a strange creature. They come every year. They get here, they get sunburnt. They fucking use up all the goddamn food or whatever.
They're eating all the North Shore tacos.
Exactly. And fucking, she sees them not like as her people. She sees them as fucking creatures. So she takes pictures of them.
And in the thing that I was watching earlier, the girl from the video that I watched, I'll find her TikTok page, but
I'm gonna have to lock that up.
Her TikTok is Hi Lily Lani. Hi Lily Lani, I think.
Is it HEI or
HI''I?
Oh yeah.
And then Lily Lani.
Yeah, that's how you said it, with the space.
Hi Lily Lani.
Yeah.
But so like her in the video that I watched of her talking about it from like a native perspective, it's like who was I talking about just now?
Fat ice cream guy.
Man, I just had it. I was like,
that's what happens when you look at your phone.
It was because I wanted to credit her. She was talking about something with fuck.
There you go.
Don't have ADHD. If they ask to medicate you when you're younger, take the chance.
Be like my sister and have your growth stunted.
They wanted. That's why I didn't get it. I'm trying to remember, but like it was something to do with like.
Give me the walk.
Who it's centered towards, like who is the movie advertised towards? It's not for Native Hawaiians.
No.
The original one at least had something like to represent Native Hawaiians.
So it's strange because when you look at Disney when the original came out, it was almost a guarantee that you were just gonna see it because it was a Disney movie.
Yeah.
You know, and this was a new Disney movie, and this comes after like Aladdin, Lion King, like literally hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
Of animated movies, and because that's what Disney was known for, animated fucking movies.
As a Middle Eastern dude too, I'll be honest. When Aladdin came out, I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's sick."
I didn't see Aladdin until way later in life.
Really?
Yeah.
I got it on that shelf behind you.
Cool.
Yeah. I also have Prince of Egypt back there.
Love Prince of Egypt.
Fucking that movie fucks.
That movie does fuck.
That movie fucks.
Let my people go. Yeah. Weird movie if that gets live action. There is a live action. It's called 10 Commandments.
But instead of an Egyptian, they get like a South African.
Some are there.
I just they go, they're from Africa.
Yeah. Fucking yeah.
I almost said something that I would have to cut out, but it's fine.
All right.
I'll tell you later.
Okay then. But dude, pissed off. This movie pissing me off. I'm gonna be thinking about this movie this whole fucking week, just to how angry it makes me.
I think to absolve that anger from us, let's just watch the original Lilo and Stitch.
I'm cool with that. Even, I hate to say it, even the songs sound a little corporatized.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you just reminded me of something that I had to think of. They added English lyrics to the traditional Native Hawaiian music. Okay, Ohana, what's it? Ohana Oi?
So, something like, I think, you can look it up.
Okay, I'll look up that one because I don't want to butcher that one.
Yeah.
But can you explain the historical?
So that song, once Arek gets the name, he'll say it out there. That song was written by the last monarch of Hawaii, which was the Queen of Hawaii. What's it called? She wrote it as like, it's not a farewell. It's more like I'm being taken away, but I'm still like we will still be here. Like Hawaii will always be here. You know. It's
Aloha Oi.
Aloha Oi. It's very important to Hawaiian culture. You know, and in the original, again, it makes more sense in the original because she does sing that song, right? She sings that song, but she sings it because she's being taken away. Lilo's being taken away by the government. Like, again, it is happening again. Like, a native child is being pulled from fucking their home to be taken somewhere else because their family unit doesn't match up to what the government is.
Yeah.
You know? And so in this one, she kind of just sings it, you know?
Yeah, and they throw in like English lyrics. Oh no, here I think maybe there are actual English lyrics in it.
Yeah.
But the context of what it is like actually
saying
and doing in the movie is so like they're just doing it to do it.
Yeah.
And in the original movie, technically they're, appropriating it.
Yeah.
Technically. But it
is
at the very least
a white studio
using this song that
means something.
Means a lot to Native Hawaiians, and using it, but at the very least, the context of it is emotional, and it has
being performed by a Hawaiian woman,
by a Native Hawaiian woman.
Yeah,
and in this one, it is being sung by a girl who was born in Hawaii.
Yeah,
she is not Native.
Her accent does not match. Like
Yeah, Joe was talking about that.
You want to talk about accents? Literally, her accent does not match the rest. She's been living in this house with her neighbors her entire life, right? They set that up. They go, we've been living next to each other our whole lives. Why don't you talk like your neighbor?
Yeah, yeah. What the fuck does Amy Hill?
Yeah.
And what's David?
David.
What's Amy's? They just call her like grandma. What do they call her?
They call her something. I don't remember. Just
them two. They sound like they're
from Hawaii. The social worker that's coming in.
Social worker
sounds fucking.
Who's also Filipino, I think. Hawaiian and Filipino.
The social worker?
Yeah.
Tia Carrera,
yeah.
Is she?
I think so. I looked it up earlier.
No. But she has a Hawaiian accent.
Yeah, a good one too.
Yeah.
Everything feels like, with the exception of the actress who played Nina.
Yeah.
Everybody that is Hawaiian.
Nina.
Nani, sorry. My apologies. Nina. Yeah, I think Tina Carrere. She was born in Honolulu.
Anyways,
I'll go back to it later.
Yeah. Put that down. Put her down. No more fun.
I'm putting down Tia. Sorry.
Put it down. You can't even get it right. Put it away.
I was looking right at her name.
Put it away in your pocket.
I threw it on the desk.
All right.
Aloha oe, by the way, it means farewell to thee.
Yeah.
So it's like goodbye.
Yeah.
And so like in the original, she's like saying goodbye to.
But it's because she's being taken away.
She's being taken.
Not, I signed the paper that said you're going to foster home.
Yeah, in this one, she gave her up.
Yeah.
She's like, bye, here's a little song for you.
Yeah.
In this one, it's like she's singing it in a similar fashion to like how fucking Hawaii was. Sorry, my lights are getting darker. Yeah. What is it called? Is it annexed?
Yeah, and annex is the proper term. The annexation of Hawaii.
Yeah, like when fucking Hawaii was getting annexed by the fucking government, and it's like in this one, similar thing. She doesn't want to give up Lilo.
Yeah.
But in this one, she went.
Yeah.
She has a whole scene explaining to her like, "Hey, remember like when, I was gone for like a summer?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you up to the social worker."
Yeah.
It's like, I gave up on fighting for you. Actually, you're my Ohana, but I don't fuck with you.
Barely. There's one scene where she goes, "I did everything I could for Stitch. You barely did.
She did the barest of minimums.
Yeah, you went back for him. Also,
barely. Why couldn't they just dive down? The water looked fine. It was not choppy.
And it's not. And also, there's a scene where Lilo.
On a surfboard. He was floating.
There's a scene where Lilo is like drowning, right?
Yeah.
She spits out the water, and they go, "We have to go to a hospital." She is fine.
She was fine.
She's literally.
She was completely fine.
Like the most fun. Like. I don't know about you, but I've been pretty close to drowning a lot in life.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
A lot.
Like a lot.
I've almost drowned once.
Yeah. Like a lot. You cough that water up, you feel like $1 million.
The only time that I've been close to drowning was one time at a pool party. I didn't want people to know that I didn't know how to swim yet. So I was like just hanging by the wall of the pool, and I think someone called me out. And I was like, sure. And I was like, I can swim. And then like I let go of the wall and pushed away from it. And I was like fucking
flailing. Yeah.
You get like a gulp or two of fucking chlorine water. And then I like paddled over to the wall again. I was like, see? I can swim.
As you
They didn't care. They were paying attention. I almost killed myself.
Yeah, well, look, man, I'm a coastal guy. I'm Cuban, so I've always been in the water. I've always had a relationship with the water.
You're like Shark Boy.
Yes. Taylor Lautner, he's holding it down for all the Cubans.
Thank you, Taylor.
Yeah.
Classic Cuban name.
Yeah, Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I've almost drowned a lot. And And again, she coughed the water up. Like,
she coughed it up and made eye contact with them.
Yeah. I need a hospital. And then the scene in the hospital, literally going, she's fine.
Yeah, the doctor going, no, she's fine.
Yeah. She asked, can she go in the MRI?
Okay, I'm sure that all of these things are what happened in the original. I'm sure that bang, bang, like you hit it, boom, boom, boom.
But see,
But there's things taken out that take away the like context of a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
And the pacing of this movie is so fast,
but also slow at the same time.
It definitely like it speeds through the things that it wants to, and then it really lingers on the things that it shouldn't. I got the hiccups.
There was weird cutaways in this movie.
What was one of them?
One of them was when the Cobra Bubbles and the councilwoman were talking. And they kind of lingered on the handshake a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That was kind of weird.
And then they cut to Nani, and Nani's like... It looked like... it looked almost like they had forgotten to tell her action, because she was just, like, looking off in the distance.
I kind of felt like Cobra Bubbles and the commissioner wanted to get a little freaky.
Councilwoman.
What did I say?
Commissioner.
Whatever.
I mean,
I don't know her name. Can I have a hug?
No.
No, me.
She's kind of mean, so I like that a little bit.
You do like that a little bit.
Not like, like mean.
Nah, but like a little...
They're not beating me or nothing.
No.
Like, a little...
Like, they want you to chase a little bit.
No, I don't chase. Not chase. Don't use the word chase. I'm not running after anyone. I like the cold shoulder, you know? And then cold shoulder, and then they give you like a little pinky to like be like... you know what I'm saying?
They push you away, but then they just give you a little something to hold on to.
Yeah. Man.
Joseph?
Yeah.
Best movie ever, worst movie ever?
Fucking worst movie ever.
Worst movie ever.
I think this is going down as the worst movie we've seen this year.
For sure. What else have we seen this year?
Sinners, Mickey 17.
Lilo and Stitch.
This, yeah.
Oh, Final Destination.
Oh, Final Destination, yeah.
What did we watch last year?
A lot, but we didn't review it.
We didn't review it. No. Look, I think, again, my final thoughts. I think that you are fine to watch this movie. I think you're fine to enjoy it. But yeah. I think that you are enjoying it because you like Lilo and Stitch, the original.
Yeah.
And this
is something new in this world, you know.
You are getting spoon-fed the most distilled version of it, or the most filtered version of it. You know?
I think with any remake, it's cliche to say, but just watch the original.
Yeah,
you know, it's kind of fucked up to say it because it's also, you know, a lot of. I will say this probably did generate a lot of Hawaiians, from what I can remember, is from talking to everybody that I could in Hawaii, everyone really like appreciates when they shoot on location in Hawaii. Yeah. Because it generates jobs, it gives
money to
it gives money to the Hawaiians, you know? And so I hate to say
not on a Disney resort though, so what natives are seeing that money, brother?
That's also another thing too.
Probably maybe some of the actors are native.
Yeah.
Probably.
Is that being circulated back to the fucking city? No, because there's goddamn probably tax loopholes and everything.
I bet they also fucking shot the house that they live in. I bet it's one of fucking Oprah's houses or one of fucking Mark Zuckerberg's or whatever.
There was a scene where a plane or a ship was flying by and it flew over a bunch of houses. Yeah. And the dark part of me went, oh yeah, they're gonna fucking crash into that, and then they're gonna show people rebuilding,
and that's all white people moving in.
Yeah,
there's
which happened, by the way. Fucking the Hawaiian fires happened. Many fucking Hawaiians were kicked out of their houses,
lost their houses, rebuilt new houses for not them. Yeah. Look, there's a lot of cultural context that goes with that is lost when you watch this movie, and I think that audiences now need to be better.
And you really need to put your thinking caps on, as not just when it comes to movie, but I mean in general. Don't, just because Hawaii is a part of the United States does not mean that it was a willing part of the United States.
Yeah, there's a lot. And I personally, after this episode, I am gonna watch a couple more things about like native opinions.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Cause like maybe we are over harping on certain things or like not harping enough on certain other things.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna I'm gonna sit my white ass down. And I'm gonna enjoy this. I just tooted. I'm gonna do the best I can
to research and
cause I want to at least give the justice that I can
to learning about this stuff.
Cause fucking damn pineapple companies stole the damn Hawaiian people. They stole their fucking land, and then the United States helped.
Yeah.
Fucking pineapple company.
Kidnapped the queen.
Kidnapped the queen and fucking forced her to give it up.
I think a really sad thing is I don't think she ever got, like, after she was kidnapped, she never went back to Hawaii, I think.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Evil.
I could be wrong on that part, but, like, still.
But I wouldn't doubt it.
No, actually, that's the reason the flag is always upside down. Because their monarch is gone, and they were never returned.
Gotcha.
So they're always in distress because they don't have their queen.
Evil.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Fruit companies need to be fucking put in jail.
Yeah.
Dole.
Yeah, fucking not the only time they've done it. Did it all over South America also.
Yes, all over.
Yeah.
Evil.
The reason the term banana republics exist because of fucking Dole and fruit companies.
South America and Central America.
Yeah.
Fucking ran rampant.
Destroyed fucking
Nicaragua, I think.
Corporate towns everywhere.
Yeah. Sorry. Wake up, America! Wake up, everybody!
Yeah.
Watch Lilo and Stitch, the original.
Yeah. It's crazy, but like, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go down a path here.
All right, guys.
Not on air.
I'm gonna go learn the lyrics to Hawaiian roller coaster ride in solidarity.
What do you mean learn? You already know them.
I don't.
You're lying.
I know like the first sentence.
Say it.
No, I can't do the part where they're singing like the Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
Hold on. If I set you up, will it help you?
Sure.
There's no place I'd rather be
than a surfboard out at sea, lingering in the ocean blue. If I only had one wish come true, I'd search through the sunsets beyond the horizon. Ah, Miki, my lohi lohi. I think that's all I know.
Flying high on the
something, chupa noopa. I think they say that.
Excellent.
But that could have been racist, and I shouldn't have tried it. But I'll look into it. Papa Hey Nalu, I think they say that at some point.
What'd you call me?
That's my goal.
Learn the lyrics to Hawaiian.
Learn the lyrics to Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
My goal is to fucking. I can't say that on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't say that. Might get put on some lists.
Oh no! What lists?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, bye everybody. Joe, we gotta talk about the list you're on.
Fucking no-fly list.
I believe that.
Yeah. No-fly list. Not allowed within 100 feet of a Scientology building. Not allowed to use LA public transportation.
What'd you do on public transportation?
Karate kick the cop.
It's fucking sick. Yeah, that's good.
You know how the amount of fucking fares I've stolen from the LA subway?
Hopefully.
The amount of times a cop has scanned my fucking tap card and go, "There's no funds in this," and I go, "Yeah," and then just ran to a train. You know, hopping the turnstile?
Yeah.
It's fucking like New York up in that bitch, bro.
I believe it.
I'm hopping that turnstile. I'm fucking doing.
You know who does not play about fucking about fees is the fucking bus drivers.
Oh, I always give them. I don't know why.
They will. like if you don't have the fucking money to pay for it or whatever, and they're running behind,
get the fuck out.
They'll go. You go to the next stop, and I'm kicking you out.
Yeah.
They're like, I can't be behind. Or if they're not behind, they're like, you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And they will get you off that fucking bus.
Yeah. They want their fucking $1.75.
They do. All right. Cut it there?
Yeah, sure, why not?